Hi, my name is Sylvia, and I'm here to share with you a story about me and my family traveling to Kauai. And when my husband and I got married, we went to Kauai, which is one of the islands of the state of Hawaii. One of the most beautiful islands is called the Garden Island. We went there for our honeymoon. And we always thought that it would be nice when we have children to go back and visit with them. So we're very fortunate to be able to take our two teenagers a few years ago to visit Kauai. And if you've ever been there, you will know as soon as you get there, it's warm and humid. It's a beautiful place. It's very green. There's very lush. There's a lot of rivers and waterfalls. And I'll share with you some of the things we did while we were there. And one of the things we did, of course, a lot is snorkeling. We went around the island to visit many different beaches, and how we actually brought our own snorkeling gear, which made it very easy and practical. And my children love to swim. They've been always been water babies. So one of the places that was very popular was Poipu Beach. It's a beautiful little beach where there's a lot of tourists there and a lot of families. And there was somebody there when we went snorkeling who was actually had some food for the fish. So when we were snorkeling, because they had the food, it was completely covered with fish. And my husband had bought this underwater camera and took a video. So that was very neat. Another place we went to was Tunnels Beach. That was on the opposite side of the island where the road ends. And it's close to the Kanapali coast where they filmed a lot of movies. And we went swimming there, and there's tunnels because in the water there is areas, like tide pools, etc., where you can see a lot of fish. It's a very beautiful area as well, and very comfortable to fish. And like you're fishing through snorkeling through these tunnels underwater. They're not covered, but there's walls under the water that you can swim through and see all of the beautiful fish. We were staying at this beautiful, hotel condominium called Waipuli in Kapa, town of Kapa. And while we were there was a beautiful sea lion that was laying on the beach for, I think, a day or two. And I guess it often visits there because they have a name for him, and they actually had him protected. So they had put some something to protect him so we don't walk close to the sea lion, but we could see him. And there was a nice treat. We took some photographs of him. And then we got to also take a hike inland, where we got to see some waterfalls and a beautiful view of the ocean from there. It was a beautiful breeze. And on top of that hike on the hill, there was picnic tables. It was very muddy going up there because, it rains often. It can rain for like a few minutes and it stops, and then it's warm and nice. So it's not really a deterrent from your vacation. So that was a beautiful area we saw as well. I was actually reading a book that I bought there. It's called Kauaian Stories from Kauai. People who've moved to the island that generally have come from the mainland, and then how did they end up moving and all of that. So I was reading the story, and the story spoke about this Hindu monastery that was close to where I was staying. So then I said, that sounds like a nice place to visit. So then they gave the contact information, and I found out that they only opened the monastery to the public once a year. And it so happened that one day that I was staying, that week that I was staying there was the day when they were going to be open. You had to call and make reservations. So I called, and they said, well, we don't have any more parking space, but you can actually be dropped off and visit, and we have an orientation. So my husband was nice enough to drop me off, and there's all these kind of rules, or so how you dress to go to the monastery. You can't come in shorts. So they have actually sarangs that you can use, that you can borrow too if you're wearing shorts. So they ask you to bring pants, long sleeves, etc. So we're there with a group of people waiting for them to bring us into the monastery. It was beautiful. I took a lot of photographs, a lot of Hindu architecture, carving, etc. And then I spent the day there, took beautiful photographs from the top of the mountain, very lush. You can see the river, the Waimea River underneath. I took beautiful photographs. And the Hindu monastery had been carved by expert craftsmen that they brought from India. So it was a very special trip for me, very special occasion. And of course, we hope to go back again. It's like almost a home away from home. Hope you can visit there if you haven't done so yet. Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoy my story. Thanks.